Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So first of all, let me introduce myself. My name is Muhammad Afiq Ahmad bin Hazali. I'm from M380-220-3D. So today I would like to present about conservation tillage. So let's move to the next slide. So what is exactly conservation tillage? So conservation tillage is any tillage and planting system that cover 30% or more of the soil surface with crop residue after planting to reduce soil erosion by water. Where soil erosion by wind is the primary concern, any system maintain at least 1,000 pounds per acre or flat small grain residue on the surface throughout the critical wind erosion period. So for the explanation, we move to the next slide. So conservation tillage conserve soil by reducing erosion. Erosion by the water is the primary concern, whereas the western region of the country are more susceptible to wind erosion. So soil erosion remove productivity layer of the topsoil and also reducing crop yields and land value. Soil removed from field eventually ends up as sediment in the streams, river, and also the lakes. Sediment crop nutrient and pesticide attached to the soil particles and carry and deposit in waterways along with the soil. So there are few factors that affecting soil loss by water erosion, which is including rainfall patterns, erodibility of soil, slope length and height, and also soil cover. So that is some of the factors that affect the soil loss. So we move to the next slide. So if you look carefully, it has many advantages of doing conservation tillage. So some of the advantages is, first is reduce soil erosion. Of course, when soil is tilled and loose and residue is buried or removed, the potential for erosion is also increased. So the other advantages that we can see is it also improves soil health. Plant roots in conservation tillage system have been shown to be more abundant and extensive, both literally and vertically than roots in eventual tillage system. This extensive roots network provide more moisture and nutrients for the plant growth. Next, it also from conservation tillage, it also improve water conservation, which is crop residue protects soil from raindrop impact, which in turn reduce soil crusting that result in surface sealing. Soil crusting reduces water infiltration and air exchange that can impair crop germination. And lastly, it also improves air quality, which is conservation tillage does not loosen or invert the soil. It leaves vegetation in place to help prevent wind erosion losses. Crop residues on the soil surface reduce wind velocity and the ability of wind to move the soil particle. So that's all the advantages that we can see from the conservation tillage. So we move to the last slide. So let's go. So as the conclusion, conservation tillage, cover crop, and other factors that rebuild soil organic matter are critical conservation tillage system to increase crop productivity and reversing the negative impact of historical topsoil loss. So the bottom line in the improvement in the soil properties associated with conservation tillage and increased biomass inputs are the key to increase crop productivity and achieving the sustainability. So I think that's all from me. Thank you.